Hello everybody, I don't know why I'm doing this really early in the morning.
Because you wanted to.
It's 1:49 right now. I know, but I don't know why I wanted to.
No, it's
do
1:50.
this. No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Is it 1:45?
No, that clock's early. Alright, but today I'm going to be reading a story called Carmen Winstead.
It's 1:50.
And here we go.
It's 1:50.
The story of Carmen Winstead is an urban legend about a 17-year-old girl who was pushed down a sewer opening. That one's wrong.
No, it's not. What does your thing say?
1:49.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it is.
That's wrong. Now it says 1:50.
No, it doesn't. Okay. Urban legend about a 17-year-old girl who was pushed down a sewer opening by 5 girls she thought were her friends. The chain letter claims that a boy named David Gregory died when he didn't pass it on. Oh, that's scary. That scared me. Oh my god.
Good thing I'm not reacting to it.
I know. Lucky. Why is she so scary? Carmen Winstead was a 17-year-old when her parents decided to move to Indiana. Her father had lost his job, and the only way he could find a new employment was by moving to a new state. The relocation caused a lot of problems for Carmen. She had to leave her friends behind and attend a whole new school. In Indiana, Carmen had a hard time making friends when she changed schools. It was the middle of the year, and most of the students had no interest in befriending the new girl. This story's scary. Wait, what? I don't know how to read.
Well, you're barely in kindergarten.
No. She spent many days alone, walking from class to class without speaking to anyone. But she eventually started hanging out with a group of 5 girls. Gangs. No. 5 other girls. Carmen thought these girls were her friends, but it wasn't long before she discovered that they had been talking about her behind her back. They're phonies. Don't trust phonies. Ow! I hit myself right here. It hurt. And spreading vile rumors. What? My brother's looking at me crazy.
No, I'm not.
When she confronted them, the girls turned on her and began bullying her. I was about to call you Justin.
Don't call me Justin.
Okay.
You got black on your lips.
Began bullying her every day, making her life misery. Making her life a misery. They started calling her names, but I don't know how to read today. But then the bullying got much worse. One day she left her school books in the classroom at break time. You get break time in high school? When she returned, she found somebody had taken a Sharpie and written dirty words all over her books. Another day, she opened her bag and discovered someone had poured yogurt all over the inside. Sometimes she would come to school and find her locker had been vandalized. The final straw came when she put on her coat at recess and found someone had stuffed dog poop in her pockets. That's mean. Don't be a bully. Be a buddy. There and then, Carmen decided that she couldn't take the bullying any longer. She planned to stay behind that evening after school to tell her teacher what had been happening. Unfortunately, her decision came too late to save her life. Oh my god. After lunch, her teacher announced that the school was holding a fire drill. When the alarm sounded, Carmen and the other students filed out of filled file. No wait, that says filed. You're freaking gross. Out of the classrooms and assembled.
Your freaking nose. Glows. Pose. Rose. Doze. Pose. Crows.
Assembled in the yard outside.
Doze.
As the
Rose.
teachers read out
Foes.
the road call, the gang of 5 girls
Goes.
decided
Pose.
this was a great opportunity to
Pose.
embarrass Carmen in front of the whole school during the fire
Lows.
drill. They moved
Pose.
over
Load.
to
Pose.
where Carmen was standing, near a sewer drain. They began crowding the poor girl, getting in her face and nudging her towards the open manhole. They pushed her and she tripped over and fell head first down the manhole. When they saw her falling, the girls started giggling. When Carmen's name was called, they shouted, "She's down in the sewer." All of the other students began laughing. That's mean.
What?
All the other students began laughing. But when the teachers looked down the manhole and saw Carmen's body lying at the bottom in the muck and poop, the laughter eruptedly stopped. Her head was twisted around. Do you think we're still going to go to Wet n Wild tomorrow? We're probably going to have Abby's party.
No, Addie's party's on Sunday.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Whoa, what happened? Okay. Her head was twisted around at an odd angle and her face was covered in blood. Worse, she wasn't moving. Oh my god. That's scary. Where's it at? Okay. Oh, I was watching TV. Okay, worse still, she wasn't moving. There was nothing any of the teachers could do for her. Carmen was dead.
Granny panties.
When the Did you say Manny Grannies?
Huh?
You said Manny Grannies. Okay. When the police arrived and went down into the sewer, they determined that she had broken her neck. Her face had been torn off when she hit the ladder on the way down, and her neck snapped when she Stop.
Together, cuz.
Landed on her head on the concrete at the bottom. The police hauled Carmen's body out of the sewer and sent her to the mortuary. Everyone had to stay behind after school while the police questioned all of Carmen's classmates. The 5 girls lied to the police, saying they had witnessed Carmen falling down the sewer. The police believed the girls, and Carmen Winstead's death was ruled an accident, and the case was closed. Everyone thought that was the last they would hear of Carmen Winstead, but they were wrong. Months later, Carmen's classmates began receiving strange emails on their MySpace. The emails were titled "They Pushed Her" and claimed that Carmen hadn't really fallen down the sewer. She was pushed. The emails also warned that the guilty people should own up and take responsibility for their crime. If they didn't, there would be horrible consequences. Most people dismissed the emails as a hoax, but others were not sure. A few days later, one of the girls who pushed Carmen down the sewer was at home taking a shower when they heard a strange, that scared me, cackling laugh. It seemed to be coming from the drain. The girls started to freak out and ran out of the bathroom. That night, the girl said goodnight to her mom and went to sleep. 5 hours later, her mom was awoken in the middle of the night by a loud noise that resounded through the house. She ran into her daughter's room only to find it was empty. The worried mother called the police, and when they arrived, they conducted a search of the area. Eventually, they discovered what the heck? They discovered a girl's grisly remains. Her corpse was lying in the sewer, covered in muck and poop. Her neck was broken, and her face was missing. It had been completely torn off. One by one, all of the girls who pushed Carmen, that they were found dead.
What are you looking at? My sexy bod.
They had been
I'm beeping that out.
killed in exactly the same way, and they were found in exactly the same spot. In the sewer at the bottom of the same uncovered manhole where Carmen had met her doom. But the killing didn't stop there. More and more of Carmen's former classmates were found dead. It seemed that anyone who didn't believe Carmen had been pushed was eventually found down in the sewer with their necks broken and their faces torn off. That's sad. Those girls are filthy liars. Poor Carmen. My phone's about to die. They say that Carmen's ghost is still on the rampage, hunting down anyone who doesn't believe her story. According to the legend, Carmen will get you whether it's from a toilet, a shower, a sink, or a drain. When you go to sleep, you'll wake up in a sewer in complete darkness, paralyzed, unable to move, hearing cackling laughter all around you. Then, as you scream in horror, Carmen will come and tear your face off. I'm sorry, Carmen. You deserved much better. All she was looking for was friends. They didn't have to push her down a sewer. How rude. So be careful who you bully, because you just might find yourself on the receiving end of the curse of Carmen Winstead. Well, this teaches you not to be a bully. And just, if you see somebody lonely, invite them to sit with you at lunch.